What's up, y'all? It's Jazz. You know the vibes. Like, comment, subscribe. And today I'm here with a wig color and install video where we go from the 613 Barbie blonde to the black girl blonde, and that's on period. So if you're interested in how I achieve this color and this install, then go ahead and keep watching. So to start off, I'm just showing you the original color, and then I'm going to protect the lace by spraying some holding spray on it and blow drying that. Now I'm just showing you the products that I'm going to be using to do the watercolor method, and I mix in some shimmer lights and honey brown Dior dye into this water, and you really want to make sure that you mix it well, not leaving any darker parts or anything. Just make sure that it's like a smooth mixture because it could affect how the hair dyes. Now I'm just submerging the wig into the water, and you want to make sure to get an even dye by opening the wig up kinda to make sure it gets on all the strands, because it is going to be kind of hot to be trying to brush through it. And you also want to make sure that the wig is fully submerged. So that's what it looked like after one dye, and I wasn't happy with that, so I go in and do another watercolor dye with just the with just the honey brown color. And again, you mix it up really well so that you don't see any darker parts. And you know, this, I mean, it did something. It didn't do what I wanted it to do. So then after this watercolor attempt, we'll see how I actually achieved the color that I was looking for. So this is what it ended up looking like, and I was like, girl, it's still very much giving yellow. So I go in with the Revlon dark ash blonde and medium ash blonde, and you follow the instructions on the box on how to mix it up. And then I just wanted to show you guys how I kind of achieve like the different dimensions. I just free-handedly sectioned it. I didn't go track by track or anything, but I just started off with one color being the dark ash blonde at the bottom, and I just put it on there and use my hands to like smooth it around and try to saturate the hair. And then once I feel like I put enough dye on there, I did go in with a comb to comb it through to try to make sure that I got the dye over all the strands. And sorry if I sound sick, y'all. Y'all know it's allergy season, sinus season, and it's really tearing a girl up. Like, I need to get this under control. Now I'm just showing you guys like the full process. I wanted to show you because I felt like when I was looking for videos on how to achieve the black girl blonde, nobody really went into super detail on how they dyed it. So I just left all this in here so y'all could see what my process was like. So this is what the back ended up looking like, and then I wanted to show you guys how I decided to section off the frontal. I knew I was going to pretty much wear it in the middle part, so I kind of tried to, you know, make it even by doing similar sections on each side after I had already parted in the middle, if that makes any sense. Y'all kind of see I have a part in the middle, and then I have 4 different sections, 2 of which I just sectioned off to make even, and then I'm going to dye those the same color, and then I'm going to repeat that same process going up towards, you know, the middle so that it can be symmetrical. And I got a lot of dye on the lace. I'm not even gonna lie to you guys. So that's kind of why I included this as well, to show you maybe what not to do. I don't think that me putting it on the brush and putting it close to the roots is what got it on there. I was getting lazy at some parts, and I just put the dye straight onto it from the bottle. And I think that when I did that and then used my finger to smooth it down, I think that's when I got dye on the lace. So the next time I do this, I'm going to be using an edge brush, and I'm going to be a little more patient because I was just trying to get it over with at this point. I didn't feel good this day. haven't been feeling good for a minute. Like I said, it's allergy season. But yeah, so definitely use caution when you do your frontal part, unless you want dye on there. Like the middle didn't get any because I was a lot more careful when I got to that point, but like I have a lot of spots on my lace that have dye on it, and it made me sad. But you know, you can tint it to cover it up, and it's not really going to be that noticeable, especially if wherever you part you can just put concealer on that. But I would prefer not to even have to worry about all that. So yeah, if you can be careful with a dye brush, I would definitely say, you know, do that and try not to go all the way down to the roots. But an example of what I'm trying to explain to y'all is about to come up, about how I just put the dye straight on there and then tried to rub it out with my finger. Like, girl, be so serious. Right here. And I don't really think it affected it too much right there, but like everywhere else, I think I was being super rough with it. And I just got a lot of diamond lace. I don't show it anywhere, but so this is what it's looking like. And then you just want to go ahead and brush through it to make sure that all the hairs got covered in dye. And this is pretty much, you know, the final product of me dyeing it. So this is what she looks like. And now I'm starting off by cleaning my hairline with alcohol and then using a skin guard, and you just want to make sure that dries completely. Then I go in with grip gel to push my edges back just so that they're not in the way when I do the ball cap method. Slap that sucker on there, and then I'm cutting out my ear holes. I don't know why I was struggling this day, but you know, you just want to make sure you can get the wig cap as flat as possible by making sure it's cut around your ears properly. Now I'm going in with the Ebon spray. I use the black one, and then, you know, just putting that all over my hairline to hold the wig cap down. I use cool air if anyone cares about that, but that's what the bottle says. And then I cut above the harsh line so that I don't have to have my wig cap hanging flimsily. Is that a word? Being all flimsy in the back, so it just stays more structured and secure. And then when you're doing this, you just want to make sure that all of it's dry. Like on this side, I actually waited because it wasn't dry and it was gonna, you know, roll up. So then I just went on to the other side. You cut off as much as you know, can, as close to the glue as you can. And then any of those like little excess white parts you want to cut off as well. So this is me just cutting off extra wig cap. And I'm going in with my Ruby Kisses to put makeup on the bald cap to make it look more bald. And I went in with my foundation on the lace and some holding spray. And then I blow dried it so that it would set. Then you just want to place the wig on your head where you want it to lay, and I just hot comb it back so that, you know, all the extra hair can get out the way. And then you want to cut your ear tab so you can already have it laying where you want it to lay and for it to be super flat. Now I'm cutting tabs in it just to make it easier to work in sections, and then I'm gonna go in using the dot method with the glue. And this is the meltdown glue. Again, I'm gonna have everything linked. I don't know, I guess I've been doing too many hair videos because I didn't stop showing the product, so I'm sorry about that, y'all. But then you just want to smooth that out. Honestly, a popsicle stick makes it a lot easier, but I'm just using the end of a comb. And then you want to get that like in a super even layer. And I did do 3 layers. I just didn't show all that because I really didn't feel like it was necessary. I do have videos where I've shown all of those 3 layers, so check those out. But then I use a comb to press the lace in and kind of go ahead and comb the hairs out so that hair isn't getting stuck in the lace. And I showed all that to show you, like, if you mess up when you first place it, you pick that sucker up and move it down some more, because it's not really final until you start pressing the glue in with the comb. Then I went in with the hot comb, and I feel like the heat plus the comb just really adds to the melt. And then I went in to add more glue at the front because I didn't put enough in that middle section, and then added the 3rd layer for both of the sides and pressed that in. I saw one of the hair influencers that I watched, she presses her lace in with her hand first and then she goes in and combs it. And her installs be laid and slayed, so I would definitely do what she does. And then you can kind of see right there like the different sections of the colors. And honestly, on that side I forgot to go in with the hot comb, but usually I go in with the hot comb after using a regular comb every time. You can see I'm just pressing that in and then using the comb to press it in even more, and then the hot comb to press it in even more. Then I just cut off that extra lace so I could actually see, and I put my elastic band on to let that go ahead and melt and marinate. Then I straightened my hair off camera, and it's time to cut the lace. And so I just hot combed it back a little bit just to get that hair off the way. And I was just showing y'all that I had threw away my razor. I bought a whole new razor and threw it away. Like, that was going to be so tragic. I decided to face my fears and finally use a razor again. And honestly, the razor cut is just, there is no match. Like, the zigzag motion with the scissors, like, that's nice and all, but the razor, she's just that girl. I don't know what to say. She's just that girl. And honestly, I'm still scared, so I didn't get as much lace off as I should have the first time. So I do end up having to go back and cut off extra lace with the scissors. But you know, for this, for what it was, and for the parts that I didn't have to go back over, it was a very, very cute. And I definitely recommend using a razor. Just make sure that your lace is glued down, girl. That's where I messed up, and I've been scarred ever since. Now I'm using my scissors to go in and get extra lace that I didn't get because I was too scared to get that close, and I'm using a zigzag motion, so it still works, but like I said, the razor is just like no other. Then I'm getting the missed places that didn't get glued down, just using the end of a rat tail comb and some more glue and just putting that under there and then pressing the lace into the glue. This is what she looking like before the makeup. Then I go in with that same Ruby Kisses, and I low-key added too much right there. You kind of see me being like, oops, but yeah, I still prefer to do this step over not doing it. And that's what it looks like after. Then I'm gonna go in and make my part before I go in with the Fantasia mousse, and that's gonna be what I do to get my final melt. I decided not to do any baby hairs with this. That's all. What was it, the TikTok that was like, I don't know who needs to hear this, but don't get no baby hairs with your 613. And I don't know, I just felt that I was really like, you know, let's just rock with this, because it was looking very much like scalp, and I used a comb and my blow dryer to just get those ends that I sprayed the mousse on, and or the spritz. And then Real Time Jazz is gonna come back. Alright guys, so this is the final look. This is how she turned out. I was definitely nervous about the color, but I really love her. I think she came out so super cute. So if you enjoyed this video, if you have any questions on how I achieve this color, the install, any of that, let me know down in the comments. Give me a like if you're vibing with this video, and subscribe if you want to see more content like this, and I'll see you in my next video.
Tell me you'll never wanna lose me. Tell me you'll never wanna lose me. Tell me you'll never. Keep me a Haitian, I love me as though I've been thinking about you on the road. We having wrist sex on the boat. He hit it back to back like it's dope. How you gon' do? You can treat me right. You stole my heart like a thief.